What's up, Knicks fans? What's up? We haven't been around in a while. We've missed you over here at Knickswork. I just wanted to say I'm happy to hear that the NBA is coming back. That means that we're coming back, but we wanted to give you a little bit of content before the NBA starts revving back up. This isn't about the current team. This is about one of the greatest Knicks to ever do it. If not, well, we're not going to call him the greatest Knick because, there are a lot of great Knicks. But he's the most accomplished Knick. He just didn't accomplish the greatest thing. And he was sick, so we decided over here on Knickswork, since he made it out of the coronavirus scare, another clap for that. We're talking none other than Big Pat Ewing. We're talking about Patrick Ewing, and we're going inside the mathematics with Patrick Ewing. Thank God, by God's graces, he dodged that scare of the coronavirus, which we are still dealing with. That's why you haven't been able to get Knickswork. Your boy has been quarantining, and I got other things that I do. Okay? Let's get inside the mathematics of none other than one of the greatest Knicks to ever do it, Pat Ewing. Let's talk about these all-time numbers. First of all, I want to give you a heads up. This guy, Patrick Ewing, he is Mr. Knick, all right? So we'll talk about all the stuff that he is the all-time leader in, and you'll see exactly why I say that. All right, let's get into it. First of all, Patrick Ewing is the all-time leader, Knicks leader in games, minutes, field goals, field goal attempts, 2-point field goals, 2-point field goal attempts, free throws, defensive rebounds, total rebounds, steals, blocks, 11 great stats. He's the leader in some dubious things like turnovers too, but we're not going to talk about that. That's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Patrick Ewing. 11 great stats that he's leading in, and one of the numbers are 11, but we're not going to get ahead of ourselves. Let's get to the first number that we're going to talk about, and it is 28.6. 28.6. What does that number represent? Well, I'll tell you. That number represents Patrick Ewing's career high points per game as a Knick. Yes, your boy Pat balled out. I don't know if you guys saw my Inside the Mellow, but his Knicks, and he won a scoring title with this. His Knicks all-time high was 28.7, and Ewing is right there with 28.6. Let's go. Like, he did his thing that year. 1989-1990 season. I believe, yes, that was the 1989-1990 season where Patrick Ewing had his career high in points. Like, damn, 28.6. Like, guys, you just figure it out. How many 40-point games was that? How many, plus 30 games was that? Plus 25 games was that? He was really a bucket that year, okay? He never got quite to that high of a number again in points per game after 1990, in 1989-1990 season. But that is very impressive, Pat. I did not know you was a bucket like that when I was doing my research. I found this out. Let's go. Let's keep talking about the next number, and the next number is 4. What does 4 represent? Well, I'll tell you. 4 represents his career high in blocks per game. Young, get it out. Not you. Wow. Are you serious? 4 blocks a game. My G, 4 blocks a game. Like, wow. And that too was in the 1989-1990 season, which leads me to believe this was Patrick Ewing's best season as a professional. And he was on the Knicks, of course. That's why we're talking about it. Wow, let's talk about some of his other numbers while I have you. 28.6, we already talked about that. Points per game, 4 blocks per game, 1 steal, 2.2 assists, 10.9 rebounds. Goodness, shooting efficient free throw percentage at 76%, 77.5, so that's about 78% free throw shooter. Pat's doing this. And his field goals, 51% from the field. Wow. And that year he averaged 4 blocks per game. Wow, Pat, you really did your thing that year, man. Let's keep moving on, and the next number is 1,061. 1,061. That's a very high number. Well, remember on the all-time list, he was leading in a whole bunch of stuff. In one of those, do you recall, I said he led the team all-time in steals. Patrick Ewing is the New York Knicks all-time steals leader. I thought that was significant. I thought that was very, he's not even a guard or anything, but he led the league, not the league, but the Knicks in steals all-time. That's pretty impressive. All right, let's keep moving on. The next number we're going to talk about is 23,665. I had to look down to make sure I got the number right. 23,665. Can you guys guess what that number is? Come on. That's an easy one. That is Patrick Ewing's point total as a New York Knick, and it is, once again, number 1 on the list. Number 2, I believe, this is off the top of my head because I did some homework, and I like to test myself. So guys, if I'm wrong on this, you guys, I'll put it up if I'm wrong anyway, but if I'm wrong on this, I believe the next person is Walt Clyde Frazier, and he has around 14,000 or something like that. Patrick Ewing is 9,000 points more than Walt Clyde Frazier. Carmelo Anthony, who's on that list, has 10,000 something. We did the show, so that's how I know. And we're going to keep talking about Carmelo Anthony too, because he's an all-time great Knick too. I don't care what you guys think. But, yeah, so your boy Patrick Ewing, 23,000 as a Knick. Come on, man. 23,000 plus 665. Let's go. We got to count it. We got to clap it up for that. Clap it up for that, man. He is number 1 on that list. And let's keep moving on. We're going to move on, and the next number is 22.8. 22.8. What does that number represent? Well, I'll tell you. That is his points per game as a Knick. The whole shebang. His whole point total during his 15-year tenure as a Knick. My man Patrick Ewing dropped 22.8. That is great. That is getting buckets. That's 23 a game. You know Pat was gonna give you. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. Shout out to everything that he did during that time to do that. And that is 4th on the list. That is 4th on the Knicks all-time list. Number 1, I believe, is McAdoo. Number 2, I believe, is Bernard King. Number 3, I believe, is Melo. And number 4 is Pat Ewing. Off the top of my head, because I did the research the other day. Y'all gotta give me some props. Give me some props. Alright. Anyway, let's keep moving on to the next number. And the next number is 2.7. 2.7. What is that? Well, I'll tell you. I already told you he averaged 4 blocks for a season. 2.7 is his blocks per game total for his entire career. As a Knick. His entire career as a Knick. For his entire career is 2.4. Fell off a little bit when he went to Seattle and Orlando, which the Knicks should have never did. That's a shame, man. That's a shame. Y'all traded this dude who gave you 23 a game total and 2.7 blocks for his career. This is what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna trade him to Seattle. And what did you get? What did you guys get? I ain't even gonna go there with y'all. Let's keep moving on to the next number, and the next number is 123.0. What does that number represent? Well, once again, he is top of top, number one in this category, and that is total win shares. Right? Yes, total win shares, and he's number one all time in that particular category. This means that, yeah, that's what that means. He is the Knick that won the most. Total win shares, 123.0. That's advanced stats. Wanted to get into some advanced analytics, just to show you how important it was. Guys, think about it. Patrick Ewing from 1990, which was his best. He didn't come in 1990. That was his best. All that time, the Knicks made the playoffs. Between 1990 2000, every year they made, and then before that too. But I'm just going off a decade, right? From 1990, the Knicks were in the playoffs. We know that he went far two times in the finals. He didn't get it done. Didn't get the job done in terms of getting the championship, but he did get the job done in terms of winning. He made the Knicks a winning franchise for a solid 10 years. Plus, because we're not talking about 88, he was in the playoffs. You know what I mean? He was in the playoffs. So, total win shares for 15 years, your boy accumulated a lot of that. Let's keep moving on to the next number. And the next number is 11. This is actually the last number, guys. I wanted to talk about this very significant number. Let's say significant. It's not a huge number. 11 is not that much. When you take it into perspective, he played 15 years as a New York Knick. 11 of those years he was an all-star. That's right. 11 of those years, Patrick Ewing was an all-star, including his rookie year. He didn't play. He was hurt, along with MJ. He was hurt, buddies. You know what I'm saying? But his second year. Let's talk about that. I wanted to talk about that a little bit. His second year. If you guys go do your research, his second year mirrored his first year, and he played more games. Why didn't he make that all-star team? He didn't make the all-star team his second year. So he could have easily been a 12-time all-star. Very few people are 12-time all-stars. Very few people are 11-time all-stars. But why did he get snubbed? I want to know. Somebody put in the comments, somebody older than me. Because your boy's old. You know what I'm saying? Somebody older than me. Why didn't Patrick Ewing make that all-star team his second year? Somebody talk to me. Was it the record? Maybe some people were ahead of him? Who? Because I looked at who made that all-star team. Bill Laimbeer, all right. Robert Parrish, okay. Moses Malone. Now, the year he did make it, Bill Laimbeer was the odd man out. He didn't make it that year. Yeah, the year he didn't make it, Bill Laimbeer was the odd man out. So why didn't Patrick Ewing make the all-star team his second year? Somebody tell me, because he deserved to be an all-star that year. All right. So we're gonna say he would have been a 12-time all-star. That was some bullshit. I don't know what's going on. Somebody tell me. And let's go down and let's continue to take some perspective here, and let's talk about the 99 year. That's right. He wasn't an all-star that year as well. Some people might say his all-star days was over by 99. I don't think so. He still averaged about 17, 10, and 2. I don't know. There wasn't too much Eastern Conference all-stars in the 90s. And I believe who? Rick Smits? You know what I'm saying? Rick Smits made it the year before, 98. And then 99. And who? Jason Williams? Come on, baby. Pat Pat wouldn't have been in there. Come on. In '98, if he wasn't injured, I believe Pat was injured that year. You know, yeah. So I believe Pat would have been a 13-time All-Star. I mean, the number that we're talking about right now is 11. I took some time to talk about it because I wanted you guys to really understand. Pat would have been an All-Star damn near every year he was a Knick, and he's the longest tenured Knick, and I'll give that 11 to you. He's the Knick with the most All-Stars. Yeah, put 2 and 2 together. Pat Ewing, 11-time All-Star as a New York Knick. That's right. Give him his flowers while he's here, man, because he almost had a scare, baby. He almost had a scare, and I feel like not a lot of people give Pat Ewing his flowers right now. You know what I mean? So give him they flowers. Let Pat Ewing smell those flowers. I understand he didn't get the job done by bringing the championship, but I'll take 10 Pat Ewings right now, man. You know what I mean? And that probably give me a championship. But anyway, I would take Pat Ewing on my team right now. You understand what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm saying? I would take Pat Ewing on my team right now because it would mean that I'm going to the playoffs and I'm going to be a contender and I might have a chance at that chip every damn year. You know what I'm saying? So, salute to you, Pat Ewing. Thank you for all your service. The New York Knicks fans should thank you for all your service. They should. I'm so grateful that you didn't go down in that scare. And I also want to say, before I get out of here, guys, make sure you subscribe if you like this video. Subscribe to this video. Hit the notifications. Follow us at Knickswork. Not forget to follow us there on the gram. We're kicking back up again. There's the Pat Ewing episode, and I wore this stuff on purpose, man. Stand up, Pat Ewing's Jamaican, but also Africa. Yo, they doing our people crazy. They doing our people crazy. This ain't a political show. I don't like to get political or revolutionary. You know what I mean? But I want everybody to know, spread more love, and everybody needs to stand up right now. You know what I'm saying? Stand up right now. Stand up. It's not fair what's going on to black men in America. It's not fair. It's not fair. And I'm going to leave it there. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's your boy Mizzle. This is Knickswork. Don't forget to follow us, and I'm out.